If you go to this website, stgdisposify.web.app. So routing is all about, you I believe you've learned that Angular JS is all about the components. So you bring components together. So for instance, if you look at this website now, if I click register, you see that the URL here has changed to slash index. If I click login, the URL here changed to slash login. And with each changing of the URL, I'm seeing different views. So when I click register, what I'm going to see is different from when I click login. What I'm going to see is different. So that's what routing is all about. The changing of the URL and the changing of the component. So here in the Angular JS, I've already set it that whenever I click a URL pointing to login, then the login component should show. And I've set it in the Angular JS that whenever I click register, the index component should be the one that will show. So that's routing. So it actually means going to another place and showing a different component, keeping all other components obscured from view. You are not going to see all other components, but you are going to see a particular component whenever you go to a link in Angular, whenever the URL has changed in Angular. And that's what all routing is all about. So for you to be able to complete the project I asked you to do, you have to set up routing as one of the first tasks. Though I know you can know what to do when you want to set up a new Angular project. The ng new and the project name, maybe news. Then you press enter and set up the new Angular project. So now, when the new Angular project has been set up, then you now configure routing such that you have your set of links here. So you can browse world news, you can go to Nigerian news here, and so on and so forth. So that means your routing, you see the URL has changed. So your routing, you have to configure routing for the different links that will be here in the project. So the routing for CNN, there will be a routing for CNN such that when you click CNN, something different will show. You're writing for the punch such that when you click punch, something different will show. So you have to configure routing after you have created your new project. First of all, create your new project by typing ng new stuff. Then you now want to configure routing. So to configure routing, you have to follow these basic steps. Actually, in Angular JS, one of the tasks or one of the difficult tasks there is that to configure something or to do something, you have to perform some series of steps. It's not just that you do something, just one thing, and that's all. You have to import, you have to set up modules, you have to set up components, and so on and so forth. So these are the steps that you follow when you want to set up routing. First of all, define base path. What do I mean by that? So you go to your Angular project. So assuming this is your project, after I've created the new Angular project, then you have something like this. Then so you come here to the index.html that is actually in the source. There is an index.html in the source folder, src folder. You have the index.html, this. So you come here. So the first thing you do to set up routing is that you write this piece of code inside the head tag of your index.html file that is located in the src folder of your Angular project. So you write your base href is equal to slash. What it actually does is that it means whatever routing you want to set now will be according to the root of this folder. So if you host your website at sodiq.com, so whatever routing that will happen will be sodiq.com slash dash. So what about if I change this slash now? If I change it to web, so it means whatever routing I'm going to configure will start from sodiq slash web slash whatever routing I'm configuring now. So but just putting slash there now means that whatever routing that will happen will start at the root of the website, from the actual website. There is no folder in that website. The actual starting of the website